Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian
Come on, everybody.
and Brett.
Challenge. Let's go.
We are back to talk the season finale, season 2 of the Traitors US. Also the reunion that preceded it. Actually, I kind of had I like the format. We'll get to that though. Guys, a wild finale. Everything from a traitor making it all the way, making some great moves, to the final three-way tie, to the ultimate winners being two friends. Everyone, full spoilers, obviously. We're going to dive right into it. Two champions, guys, two challenge alum champions, CT and Trishelle. I think both very deserving champions, but boy, guys, we did not get there on a straight path. And I'm talking about Trishelle's vote for CT in the final three. How do you guys feel about the winners, and what did you feel when you saw Trishelle's vote? Brian, I'll start with you.
Yeah, I thought the winners were fine. I thought they both played a pretty good game. The way it unfolded, I just thought it was worrisome. Like they were putting themselves at risk. And honestly, I was like, it was shocking to me that CT was the one who was always safe.
Yeah.
I loved it. Let's go. Challenge. We got challenge winners again. CT strikes again. Bananas went out first. CT wins the season. I think that's happened before on the challenge. I did. I assumed they were going to work together at the end, and I thought they were going to take out Kate. Use
and then MJ, yeah,
Kate, and then use MJ to take out Sandra. But they still got the job done. The fact that Trishelle turned on CT, I was a little shocked, but I thought it was possible. And then the fact that CT stayed strong. I mean, I was very interested how that was going to go after they had to revote.
So. More surprised with MJ, in my opinion. Well, MJ, you saw in the initial vote, had CT changed it to Trishelle. So in my head, I was like, she'll probably flip. I think in my head, I would have thought if I were MJ, well, there's a shot Trishelle votes for him again, right? And maybe just so let's go for it. And I'm glad that she didn't. That was a lot of insecurities of their history. Trishelle was replaying. It was like her life was flashing before her eyes before she voted for CT. And she started remembering random times in their life where they've gotten in arguments or challenges where he screwed her over or blah, blah, blah. And she got in her own head a little bit. And I actually was texting Brian. I was like, dude, because I knew he was a few minutes ahead of me. So I was like, dude,
I was not answering.
I was like texting. I was like, oh my God, what are they going to do? I'm like, unless Trishelle maybe somehow screw CT, that would be wild, right? But I said that would be dumb. That was like 20 minutes before it happened. And I was like, oh, I'm glad it worked out the way it did. I love CT.
Same.
And I thought Trishelle played a good game. Haven't been a big fan of Trishelle. I cannot wait until Kyle sees this. Mm-hmm. I cannot wait. He hates Trishelle.
Yeah. I mean, I found out that John doesn't like Trishelle that much either over there. I was watching one of their videos today, so I'm looking forward to their review.
CT could have turned on her at that point, and but he basically buttered her up to revote in his favor. But at that point, he could have turned on her. But I mean, like you said, MJ should have flipped. It wouldn't have mattered, but it was still a better choice because, I mean,
he was not going to vote for Trishelle.
Yeah. Well, especially after how he acted, I would perceive that as he's not changing his vote. So I'm going to switch my vote.
Yeah.
I want to give props to Kate. I don't think she was really in an enviable position. She didn't really have a lot to play with here. Frankly, we all were saying last week, regardless if she was able to get someone out or not, there's no way they were going to let her get through to the final. Taking out Sandra I thought she did a good job. Again, the bad gameplay by CT, frankly, because he was the one that definitely influenced Trishelle to change her mind and change the plan. So, I mean, the fact that he ends up winning in the end, sometimes there's luck involved, and he objectively made a bad gameplay decision there, and it could, or many, I think, will argue in the comments, should have cost him.
Yeah, I mean, it was also, you go.
Well, I was going to say, CT makes all these new women, these new Bravo women who don't even know him, love him, let alone Trishelle, who I don't remember, but apparently they didn't like each other or whatever their beef was. He made Trishelle love him and align with him in the end. So he's got just a low key a very good gameplay.
It was what I was going to say is that like CT's error in eliminating Sandra was honestly like MJ's death wish there because that
Yeah.
made Trishelle doubt CT. And I think if that didn't happen, I think that they probably could have won like just probably 4 straight up. MJ might have like cast the vote, but I think they would have just voted out MJ there if she actually did do it. But I don't think Kate should have done stay immediately. I think that was a mistake.
Yeah, that was dumb. And I thought Cherie was a lazy vote. I think you had to take out one of the tactician people like CT or Trishelle. I wouldn't have let both of them go to the end together. It's just a better shot of maybe you getting out at a chance, like you said, to get people to settle at 4 maybe and having a shot to win. But she did.
Because, I mean, let's be honest. MJ, she was on the wrong side of the vote all the time. Like, I mean, this whole
she had no idea what was going on.
She didn't like. She was not on the right side.
I don't feel bad for her like I did for the people like in season 1. Because like you said, she didn't orchestrate shit.
No, she didn't.
And she, frankly, like you said, she never got the votes right. So she literally just like kind of just lucked and survived her way till the end, but it wasn't because of any tactical moves.
She right, and like Sandra, and she Sandra'd her way to the end, doing literally nothing, so no one targets her.
And like Kate getting rid of Cherie, like that was a number for her. Like if like she could have probably got the end because they all believed each other. I mean, she did say she was skeptical of Kate, but like that's after the fact. I mean, she's dead then, but we'll see if she actually did it in the actual one, like at the round table.
Yeah, I thought that was out of nowhere because I'm like, you were skeptical of Kate since when? Since you,
right? Yeah, hindsight's 2020.
Yeah, it pops up, boom. Right, I agree with that. Compared to season 1, guys, do we like the all reality cast for US, or would you guys like to see what we did or we did season 1? I mean, John wasn't a reality TV guy, but he was kind of like a pseudo celebrity. Like, where do you guys fall on that?
Right, you can go because you've only seen like 1.
I mean, I don't really care. I mean, I don't consider Bravo people as reality people to me because I don't know who they are. So
they're very reality.
Well, they are they're the definition of reality TV, but you don't watch it.
Okay, so for the first season, the only like normal person I can remember is the guy that was the traitor. Other than that, I don't remember a single one of them. So probably celebrities.
I would say that like I'm fine if I would like to see an American version with just civilians, but it sounds like after the preview of the reunion, it's going to be celebrities again. But I mean, do it twice a year. That's
celebrity and regular.
Like, I'm fine if you give us one a year because I think it would be overkill if we got like 2 of each. Like if they did like 2 civilian, 2 like I don't want to become a challenge thing where it never ends. We need to have a break. Like I want to look forward to the show, but
they need one person from every show because once again, challenge. The Alliance's pre-show won the show. So like, I mean, it was great here, but in the challenge, it's annoying when it happens. So every show.
Yeah.
I think if I had to choose between the 2 for US, I think right now I would stick with the reality stars. I do think there's just such a backlog of people that you can get from so many franchises that it's kind of just like House of Villains, right? There's just like so many people you can load into those seasons, claim to fame type thing, easy ones to reload. I would do that. And that is also like kind of like Brian was saying, like with Brett, and it's not your fault, Brett, but it's like there is a pretty good amount of our audience that watches this that doesn't watch the UK version, right? Or the Australian. Brian and I now watched the UK one this year at the same time, and it's all regular people. And we kind of had enjoyed some of the gameplay better in that one, right? So like it does influence our thoughts, I think, but US wise, I think there's just so many damn good reality stars we could use that I would like to see some more seasons of that.
Like you said something interesting there, claim to fame. Bring a celebrity with an unknown relative, and then
that'd be cool. Yeah, I like that hidden mom. Well, they did that on just this past season of season 2 in UK. There was a mom and son that were not known. And like, so the mom gets eliminated and the son's got like a secret mission that no one knows about.
Yeah. So I will say, the ending of this one, like I didn't care that MJ lost, but if this ending happened with civilians, I would have definitely had a way stronger opinion. Like somebody's getting screwed out of money here because those people all need the money.
That's a very fair point.
because like we all know that they're all faithful, so somebody's got to go, and it's unfortunate that that's the case, but it is what it is. I think that's the thing about civilians is like the eliminations
Yeah.
matter more because like they're here for the money. Like these
None
guys
of them are broke.
yeah, exactly.
Trishelle might be broke.
I don't know that outfit at the reunion. I don't think she's broke.
No, well, she's
They
not
get paid
broke.
appearance
She got
fees.
she got her money. They PayPal her winnings, minus probably 40% taxes.
Yeah, let's get to the reunion because there's some interesting.
Yeah, look, so they did the reunion. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. One thing I will say pro for the reunion, I did like seeing the format where they didn't get to see it until they were all there and watched it together. I thought that was great. I like the reaction shots. I think they should utilize that format in more reunions of these shows. I think that'd be really cool.
Mhm.
But I want to hear from you guys. Like, what was your takeaways from the reunion?
I mean, I just thought that MJ and like I was like when I was waiting for you guys to finish, like I was looking online, like a lot of people are very annoyed at CT and Trishelle, and I've noticed that's a lot of people that like Bravo TV. So like they don't know the game of like we all watch all types of reality. So like it's a
Wah,
game show, and as much as I
wah.
don't like Big Brother, I really like that Big Brother, Survivor, and all of them and Challenge like stood together like yo, this is a game show,
It was
and
Game of
even
Thrones. There
John
was
was saying it.
houses.
Right, like they stood strong. Like, look, like things happen in the game, you can't take it personally. And like I'm a big like proponent of that. Like these people that like that's why I hate Tori so much. Like on the challenge, like if you do this, we're not friends anymore. Like, shut up. Like it's a game show, and I don't know. I just thought MJ was just super bitter. I like that she kept getting called out, and I really like that we got to talk to Dante Waller. Actually showed up. Like I'm glad that they like gave him a little bit
He
of a
showed
vote
back
because
up.
like they just didn't address it. And
Who?
I think like that's something that we didn't know. Like, I mean, him and
Freaking
Phaedra had a
Deontay
good
just
connection,
left.
and I think they should have dove into it a little bit more than just 2 minutes.
Yeah, they didn't really at all. Just childhood trauma, I guess. So.
Yeah,
He probably told them
Um,
like, "This is I'll address it quickly, but I ain't
yeah,
doing
maybe
this like whole
possible.
thing." I'm sure that's like because they would have talked to him more.
Yeah,
was there
That's a
anyone?
great point. Yeah, it's a great point about them people. I can't believe people online really. It's like that
dude,
much
go
of a
on there, man.
sentiment.
Search the hashtag right now. I was looking for pictures before you guys got on.
I believed MJ being mad. I was like, all right, I get it. Like you feel like you really got screwed. But I don't want to hear other people crying poor for MJ from freaking
No,
Shaws of Sunset.
screw
Like,
MJ. Screw her. Why did she vote Trishelle, especially twice?
yeah,
Read
she's
the
a dope. She could have if
like
she voted CT right off the bat, boom, she wins. Trishelle's not they're done. You literally keep the original thing you wrote instead of wiping it off, you win. Like
yeah.
to Sophie's choice. Well, you made the wrong one. Like, fine. If you're saying it didn't matter, you just picked the name. Well, you erased the right name. Tough.
Mhm.
I didn't see that, but the fact that she didn't
You
change it,
did.
I don't know how long, or like the second time she changed it, or the first time.
No, on the first reveal,
I must have
she
missed it
writes
too,
a
but
name. They wipe it. When you can go back and look, when she has the first time it says Trishelle, it's like pretty like white recently wiped. I'm 95% positive she changed the name, but I could be wrong. Internet, tell me if I'm wrong. You're not going to agree with this take anyway. So
Well, they did just vote around before that, so I
no,
don't
I
know.
know that. I know there were other votes, but I was pretty sure that I live was I like even remarked that because Emily was watching it with me, and I was like, I'm pretty sure she just changed her like vote. I was like,
that's
oh.
what happened in the UK version too.
Yeah, the Harry with what's her name? It was a Janelle. Something
I
I
don't
forget her
remember.
name, but yeah, she changed the name.
Molly.
Molly, and she was devastated, but she was cool about it. They went to the reunion. She's like, "Yeah, you played a good game. I got tricked." Like,
The
Yeah,
people that deserve to feel betrayed more so are the ones that Sari betrayed last season, because
yeah.
that
That's what I'm
was
yeah,
saying.
they were
You
real
weren't doing
people.
it.
this
That's what I
season.
mean.
MJ, who are you? Like, what are you doing? Like, you're only getting screen time because everyone else is gone at this point.
Everyone there was fine financially. Frankly, I'm not there crying poor for anybody. So I thought it was a good season, though. I mean, this finale was a good finale. Gave us a lot to talk about. The three-way tie was a shocker. It was good. Like my heart was pumping. I was like, oh, where's this going? Like, I genuinely enjoyed it.
I really thought they're going to drag it out when I looked at like we're getting to the vote and I was like, there's still 20 minutes left. What are we doing? Because like the UK one, it was like the vote and it was like 3 minutes. Like, all right, well, we know this is
I
over.
see. Bye. I won. See ya.
Yeah, peace. I'm trying to think of other things happening in the reunion. I'm a little like I don't know. Phaedra's still mad at Dan. Like that's just goes back to
Well,
this
that
whole
goes back. Yeah, it's the same
funny
thing.
but I thought it was funny that she still was like, "Yeah, you're a piece of shit." I thought that was funny. I like that. Janelle was like, I would be a better trade than you, probably. I don't even know her, but
She
I
got voted
probably
out first, didn't she? She left before Dan did, didn't she?
Yeah, he
So
got her. Yeah, she went out before,
yeah,
like a week before him.
right. She just said she'd be a better
Phaedra and
trade.
Pete was funny.
Yeah, Pete. No, I enjoyed Pete. I enjoyed John.
Pete gave Phaedra his rose, and
Yeah, it's just saying. I think
I
Pete
get-
deals. Pilot Pete, though, to be fair, has gotten, I mean, and deservedly so, like a ton of coverage and a ton of shit in the past. So this is like not like probably like really anything. He's on the upswing in general. So like he's not sweating this. Like he did screw himself. Like he could have made it to the end if he didn't do it
yeah, and
stupid.
he was a good sport about it. I mean, he's on one of those shows that's not really competition, and
Yeah.
yeah, I would like to.
he's someone I'd like to see again on a different show, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Like House of
So,
Villains or
Like
something. Like
the Brett's comment about like we need to break up the lot like too many from the same universe. They need to get like they need to tap into like 9 Day Fiance. Like I really do. Some of those people are nuts.
oh my God, they'd have so much fun.
Yeah, they really need to just open like they need to get all and like honestly bring in more sports people. Like
They need to let New York on.
yeah, that'd be funny.
We need New York.
Yeah,
I think you need to let Bananas come back.
I do too.
I think that's almost a given. Like I think that's
Bring
beyond
Bananas
like a
back.
given.
Bring in a few more sports people or even just like models. Like they don't need to be reality TV. Like this happen to be a lot of reality TV people, but they don't need to be. They're just celebrities technically.
Like they can get maybe like some like you said, like a athlete, maybe somebody who's in like media, right? Like one of the TV guys, like get maybe like a couple popular like streamers or some BS like that.
Yeah,
You know
like
what I
put
mean?
Ninja on there. Like honestly, this is like I would love to see Scott Disick on it for some reason.
What's Scott Disick would be so good.
He's just such a
Bro, that's a great dude. You know who I want? Bam Margera.
I mean, Bam Margera is in a pretty terrible. I would love to see Bam Margera, but
He's sober again.
I don't believe
No,
that.
he's been sober for like 6 months. He's skateboarding and
nuts.
stuff again. I
Yeah,
swear to God.
he can't go on a show like this.
I,
I love that show.
well, I can't have Don Vito. He's dead. Okay.
I live in Westchester. I mean, we're pretty much neighbors, Bam and I. But yeah, that would be. That'd be I don't know.
We can't have. I mean, Robin Big can't have Big. You know that Big would have been great on some of these shows.
Yeah, like what's the Rob Dyrdek would like? Just I'm thinking of people that aren't even just kind of like people.
Dyrdek, yeah. Dyrdek actually would be good. Again,
just put a bunch of celebrities that don't play games on one season, and then have a season of only
get like
gaming.
McAfee.
Yeah,
you know, like
what about some comedians? Like let's get some comedians in there.
Bert Kreischer on.
Like it's tons of stuff. I think it'd be really good if they just kind of open the branches up a little bit to like have like we need to have diversity of the franchises. They can't have coming in with the lines. Like you can have one or two challenge people, but have them hate each other. Like I thought like Johnny and CT like kind of they're rivals. So
have Shane Gillis go on a season but with a different name and just say he's a regular person.
The rivals thing doesn't work on this though, because they were like, oh, well, we didn't like each other for the past 10 years, but we are the only one or two here from our season, like Sandra and Parvati.
That's when you make one of them a traitor. So they can't really link up.
Like, well, but not.
Yeah, eventually one of them
with the unknown on the other side there.
So like
I want to see a season where like half the cast is traitors, so that they're just getting traitor after traitor after traitor, and then they're like,
they do need to change up a format thing next season. They need to do some kind of a wrinkle in choosing the traitors in the beginning. Maybe like we said, like have there be the first like week or two where no one's actually a traitor. Like let them just start voting each other off, and then like week 3, they reveal like at the brunch, like by the way, last night we just actually named the traitors, and they're like, oh my God, so like
we've been traitors.
Like that would be good. Like that would be really good because it's like they've been picking each other off and like making clicks. And it turns out there's so many people on the show. There's like 20 something people. You can totally do that. It would be so interesting. Like NBC, you steal this timestamp, guys. They steal this. Said it first.
Yeah.
Yeah. If the whole season there's 0 traitors.
Yeah, 0 traitors would be funny.
Not the whole season. I think even you just did it for a few weeks.
I mean, we can do that idea. Then we can do no traitors at all the entire time. No one's a traitor. They're just getting randomly eliminated, and they're trying to figure out a pattern. They're all confused, accusing each other. Like, I am a faithful, and they're like, they don't know.
They could do like what they're doing with Clemmer right now, and they can do an entire season of the show, but just like never film it. And then it's like, oh, by the way, guys, we never filmed this.
I mean,
that's it. That's a live stream thing going on. I'll tell you about it after, so people know what I'm talking about. But it's just like, hey, we never even were actually filming this the whole time. You guys just did it for nothing. I'm glad you guys cosplayed a season on your own. That would be a mind death. We wouldn't get to see anything, but it would be funny. Overall, I think we're gonna get more Traitors. I think Brian, Lisa, I think we're probably one season a year right now. It looks like
off of Alan at the end of the episode.
What?
I'm just going off of what Alan said at the end of the episode.
What did he say again?
He's like, "We'll be back. Celebrities will be back for another season." That's it.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I mean, I hope it's faster than another year, but it could be possible that we don't. Maybe it's like in the fall.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe fall.
We're in March right now, so I mean, we have plenty of months left in the year.
All the countries will drop a season all at the same time, right?
Yeah. Just don't want to do it at the same time.
I think Australia is separate. I didn't
watch the challenge today. I fast forward through the challenge. I think it just
challenge was fine. It was just like roadblocks. Like, hey, continue. Yeah, continue going, or like grab extra cash by doing like mini challenges. Basically,
challenges for the rich people don't matter.
It was like challenge season 39, where only one person was actually good at anything, and everyone else just like did nothing.
Have to stand there and watch them. Basically, as long as someone completes it, we all complete it. Like, that's bullshit.
Yeah, the challenges on the celebrity seasons don't mean anything. So that's it. And we just watch it on a season. Like, why they don't need money. They need to actually have consequences. If
life or death,
or you lose money, things like that. Like, put some stakes on.
You have to put 10,000 in escrow when you start the show.
Yeah,
that would be sick if we did a reality TV show where people actually put their own money up as a nanny. That would be pretty wild. Damn, that's actually a pretty good idea. Trademark.
Gambling.
It's basically gambling, but yeah.
Use my promo code.
Yes, Brett. If we could get a show produced, yeah, we'll let you. Can totally use your promo code for sure. Brett 69.
We already have promo codes.
Larkin XO at DraftKings.
You download Chalkboard, use code
and the Borgata. I'm sorry.
Use code GAINS.
Code GAINS. I love that. Traitors, good season. Enjoyed it. Make sure you like and subscribe. We are covering a bunch of other stuff. Survivor just started. We're covering a lot of Bravo shows. We're covering VH1 shows. We're covering basically any of these franchises outside of Shots of Sunset. Probably we're covering in some form or fashion. So like and subscribe here and on TikTok. But for myself, Brian, Brett, everyone at the Reality Guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace.